Hello and welcome to a special presentation on the In the Money Media YouTube channel. Very happy once again ahead of a major Triple Crown race to talk about our friends over at Racelens. To do that with me here today, we bring in a man you probably know from the Inside Track podcast over on Equibase. Perhaps you saw the big Belmont show he and the team did over there. We'll talk about that a little. I speak of Ben Kudla. Ben, how are things?
Oh, amazing. I absolutely love Belmont Week. I wish I was there. I'm stuck back here in Kentucky, but getting a little FOMO, but doing great. Doing great. Thanks so much for having me on.
I know how that goes. I felt that way a lot at Keeneland Spring. I'm going to try to get down there for Keeneland Fall. Looks very verdant in Kentucky behind you. Hey, if you can't.
Yeah, it's a rainforest. It's been like nonstop rain. I think in the forecast the next 10 days in a row is all rain.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Hopefully we're going to We'll avoid the worst of it here. We're going to talk about the big race. We're going to do it through Racelens. We're going to look at, demo the product a little bit, show what this looks like. It's a research tool. It's a past performance product. And it's something that folks can check out for a discounted price around Triple Crown time. We'll get to that at the end of the video. Right now, let's just dive in with your thoughts on this big race and a lot of the programming that I've done. I've positioned this almost as a heavyweight title fight, a clash of the titans, if you will, between journalism and sovereignty. But many people in the comments, and by the way, drop your comments down below. We want to hear what you think about this year's Belmont too. And hey, while you're there, subscribe to the In the Money YouTube channel. A lot of people in the comments have told me, you got this all wrong, PTF. This is not a clash between two horses. There's a third interesting party. I know that's the horse that you're interested in. Make us the case for Baeza.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at this race, obviously it's those big three. And I think there's a good 90% chance those three are going to finish 1, 2, 3. Could be the easiest trifecta of all time, or the lowest paying trifecta of all time. But I looked at the pace scenario in this race, and Rodriguez and Crudo, they're going to go out there on the front end. And I think they're really the only two true front runners in this race. Sovereignty, Hill Road, Heart of Honor, probably coming from way back. Journalism might be sitting pretty mid-pack, but I think Baeza will be a surpriser. I think he's going to stay a little bit closer to the pace than he did in the Derby. And I think he's just going to make a really, really nice run with Flavien Prat aboard. But it's a Mackenzie. What? Sorry.
I could see him trying to get the jump on those deeper closers. There's actually a lot of strategy. It's not a short field particularly, but I could see it playing out almost like a short field race does, in that jockey tactics are going to play a big role. And it'll be very interesting to see what Rispoli does, what Prat does, where they are relative to each other, because I think there is going to be a chess match. And depending on what pace figures you look at, you can look, and there is a pace map within Racelens that you can look at. I think there's an argument to be made that Baeza is the horse that might just sit that garden trip. The other jocks may have something to say about this, but I think those tactics, especially between those two and who gets that better trip, these horses are pretty evenly matched. Journalism has the edge, obviously, having beaten Baeza twice in form terms. But, I imagine part of your argument for Baeza is just how progressive he is, how lightly raced he is. It's not hard to imagine another leap forward. Is that where you think the improvement ahead of journalism might come from, just from how lightly raced and progressive he is?
Well, I think if he has that same improvement as he did from that maiden special weight that he broke his maiden, what he had run a 104 Equibase speed figure, winning by 4 3/4 lengths, and then he goes right into the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby and runs a very, very game second by 3/4 lengths to journalism. But I'm glad he skipped the Preakness. And here's kind of an interesting stat I kind of pulled up. It says 1976. 32 Belmont Stakes winners did not run in the Preakness Stakes before going on to win the Belmont. And that includes 2019, 2020, 21, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So he's coming in fresh. And the numbers are there. So it'll be interesting.
When you use Racelens, we've talked about how Racelens is something you can really make the main focus of your handicapping, of your form study, or you can use it as a supplementary tool, diving into some of the research angles. If folks are interested in how that works, you can check out some of our previous Racelens videos with Matt Vagvolgi here. There's also very in-depth product demonstration type videos over on the Equibase YouTube channel. How do you approach it personally? Do you use a blend of different past performances, or are you all about using Race Lens for all its capability to find the winners that you do on the Inside Track podcast and in your own betting?
Well, my own betting and for the Inside Track podcast, I'm a little bit old school in the sense my first go around is pen and paper, print it out, kind of go through that, find out what I like, and then go back and go into Race Lens and kind of find the angles that I want. And there are upwards of 50,000 angles you can make in Race Lens. I mean, it can go so in depth.
50,000 then.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, yesterday I had a nice one with Flavian Pratt, but I put an angle in there and I didn't get notified from an email, and I did. And it was when Flavian Pratt is reunited on a horse that he won on previously, but was not on in the last start. And there it was. It is like a 38% win percentage in the last 5 years. I was like, well, I'll put $5 to win. Yeah. And so you find these little things, and you can almost see up there, those are all the notifications for the angles I get and things like that. But it's just such a really unique tool, and it's so customizable. And, actually the 2019 NHC champion, Scott Coles, and this year's 2025 NHC champion, Dan Piazza, are both very active Race Lens users. So they really use it to their advantage, but fully customizable. And it just takes your handicap to a whole new level. I think it really is worth the price that it is. And we do have a special promotion going on through June 8th. You can get a quarterly Race Lens subscription for just $99 with code TCRL99 at checkout. So I encourage everyone to at least try it out.
Yeah, give it a go. And Equibase.com, the place to go. You'll see the Race Lens tab there. Hit them with that promo code one more time.
Absolutely. TCRL99 at checkout.
Yeah, definitely something you're going to want to check out. You should also check out the full-length show that Ben was part of. Tell about the team on there.
Oh, absolutely. So, we have the Inside Track podcast I'm the host of. We have episodes every Thursday. It's a pretty chill handicapping show. We just kind of go over the weekend's top races, give our picks, analysis, things like that. But for these bigger races, so for the Preakness, Belmont, Derby, and the Breeders' Cup, there's a main Equibase podcast, usually with Christina Blacker, Scott Coles, Dan Torgeman from ABR. But unfortunately, Christina Blacker was out at Brittany Urton's wedding out there, I believe, in France. So I drew in from the outside as an also eligible yesterday. But it was a great time. So please check that out on the Equibase YouTube. And it's just a lot of fun, a lot of great insights in there, and really good handicappers on that show.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've had the pleasure of sitting at the races with Scott and talking to him about how he uses the program. Matt Vagvolgi, our frequent guest. Dan, I've heard some of the smart things he has to say. I think if you're a contest player, it works out. And lest anybody think that this is intimidating when we talk about the number of angles, etc., it, as you pointed out, fully customizable, and there are defaults. So it'll sort of start you off with certain things that it's going to point out to you that you might want to follow. And then you have the opportunity to put in your own 2 cents and just grow it organically as you spend more time with the program. That's one of the things that I like about it. And as you saw in what we just showed screen share wise, it's just a really good past performance interface as well. So no matter what you're looking at, even if you're a dyed-in-the-wool supporter of another past performance product, you can get something in terms of Race Lens from the PP product, from the live odds, and from the research tools therein. Ben, thank you so much for coming on with us today. Really appreciate your time. You mentioned about the Inside Track podcast. When Ben gets really hard up for a guest, I get a call, and I'm looking forward to joining him on there soon. Make sure you subscribe to the Equibase YouTube channel. Subscribe to the In the Money Media YouTube channel as well. We've got our big push for 14,000 subscribers. Ben, I can only assume you're subscribed. If not,
I am subscribed, and I encourage everybody else to do so. What a fantastic channel, what you've done. You're a Clips Award winner. I mean, geez, the level of work you all do is just top tier. Just please subscribe to In the Money Media and also Inside Track, but In the Money Media is pretty top tier.
Very good stuff. Flattery will get you everywhere, my friend. Really appreciate having you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Equibase.com, the place to go to learn more. And make sure you check out that Belmont Stakes special with Ben and the team. For Ben and Race Lens and In the Money Media, I'm Peter Thomas Fornatel. May you win all your Belmont Stakes Racing Festival at Saratoga photos.